12 and 2 great-grandkids, and so I'm trying to keep up with Jane. And if they keep having them, I'll keep claiming them.
Good. Jack, how about you? Why don't you update us on your branch of the family?
Well, it's a little difficult, but I'm taking lessons from these two tables here. Where to start, I was adopted. I was in Binkley. I was about 3, and then I was adopted in kind of a bad time, the recession and that type of thing. And then I met my mother again when I was about 56, I think, and it had to do with her mother sending a letter. She got it, and she says, "Read this and call." And so I called up there and talked to my mother, and I thought in October maybe it was, and I would make time to come after the holidays and come in the January 15th area or something like that, you know. And instead, after a half hour, I told Karen to pack the car. We drove out to see her, and it took about 20 hours. She already had the car packed. I didn't know. Anyhow, met her in Branson, Missouri, and had a telephone conversation. And a few hours before that, she said, "I'm afraid you won't like me." And I said, "Well, why won't I like you?" She says, "Well, I'm old and fat." And I said, "I don't care." And so we got to Branson, Missouri, and it was on the second floor of a motel in this Lincoln hole, and she got out of the car, and there she was old and fat, and one of the best feelings I've read in my life. And that's it for that. In a more immediate sense, my son Storm is here, and my daughter is here, immediate relatives, and fiance, wife, and they're all doing well, and they're glad to come down. And he came in his own car from Ann Arbor, and we came from Traverse City, both in Michigan. He came from Virginia, and she rode down with us. I know I'm throwing bits and pieces at you, but my first marriage we had 5 children, and they're scattered a bit. One's a teacher, one's a nurse, one's a custodian, one is
Another one's a nurse.
I don't want to explain that one. And the youngest is a nurse, and as I understand it, she looked at our house sometime recently right in view of Benzonia, and it's a house that I had, and then my wife got it at the divorce, and then through the years, after 4 sons and a daughter, she bought it from her mother, and she's a nurse in Munson. She lives there, and my grandkids are there. And then they've always been great, I have to claim, I suppose, but then I had 2 great-grandchildren, and that made it official, and that was through her daughter's 2 kids. This is a scattered offering that I'm giving you. I don't know what else to say, except I'm happy your neighbor's bad, and I would drive triple the distance to see any Binkley that ever wanted to say hi to me. Including Ray. Ray and Maggie have been great. I don't know what else. Karen, help me out here. Where have I
You're
missed?
doing fine.
I'm still working. I work for the state of Michigan. I'll back up a bit. About 14 years ago, I started working in the state of Michigan, and as a dentist in a prison system in Manistee, which is south of Traverse City, about 50 miles, 55 miles. And it was hard. It was like boot camp in a way, because you have to be very, very programmed, very, very same over and over and over. And after about 2 or 3 years, I thought, you know, I have more to offer than this, and so we opened up a clinic after hours, and so late afternoon, early evenings, we have our own office, and then I'm in there Fridays and Saturdays. We do 4 10-hour days, Monday through Thursday, and then Saturday where I'm with her and her daughter, and our daughter, stepdaughter, and mainly focus on dentures and giving away what I can offer to people that really need it. There's so many people that can't quite get to where they belong as far as oral health is concerned, and so we try to offer help in that fashion also. And then I don't know what to call it, a real awakening came about 6 months ago when an official in the state of Michigan wrote me a letter saying, "Sir, you are currently the oldest person working in the state of Michigan for the state of Michigan." Something like 4,400 people younger than me, and I'm the oldest person, whether it's a police officer or whether it's a dentist or what it is. I'm a dentist, I didn't tell you what it is. And I thought, well, maybe they're trying to tell me, give me a message, you better back up and leave. Or maybe they're really coming, I don't know. So I'm going to hang in for another year and see where it falls. That's about it. I can't say anything more unless you ask me questions. And I'll get to the point. Thank you for everything.
I'll tell you that since I can remember, I thought the neatest thing that no matter how busy you were, you'd come up whether it was for a day or 12 hours, he'd drive all the way from Michigan and come see us down here. And I think that's just about the neatest thing in the world. Sometimes you'd come down on Saturday and have to leave Sunday morning, but I always remembered that, and I thought the world of that. I think that's
Well,
the
let me give it to you straight, and then you'll settle back and you won't think so highly of it. I used to be a truck driver who used to haul house trailers all over the United States between semesters and weekends when I was going to school. So maybe I like driving.
I think it's a little more than that. We appreciate it.
Good.